So we're back at Jared's shop today, and we're actually working on the GTI this time, not the Miata. Miata got a new motor. It still needs a lot of other stuff, but the GTI needs a lot of love too. So as you can see, it's ugly, but that's not what we're working on today. It's got a bunch of paint peeling, the tint's bad, whatever. It needs wheels still, it needs a lot of body work. But what we're doing today is replacing all the suspension because the coilovers are shot. They're terrible old Racelands or something. I don't even know what they are. Front lower control arms, bushings are completely blown. The sway bar is cut from the previous owner because if you don't know, if you try and go low on these cars, the stock sway bar ends up hitting the axle, which is no bueno. So this guy just cut it off because he didn't feel like dropping the subframe to take it out. So now I have to drop the subframe and put a new sway bar in. But we have about $2,000 worth of parts to install on this vehicle today. So let's get to it, because it drives like crap right now and it's real bouncy and not good because all the bushings are blown. So everything here, you can see the rear struts with the new like top hat things, the mounts for new bushings, got the rear springs, got the front coilovers, got the front, these bushings are weird. The way they fucking made the suspension on this car is weird. But new bushings for the top of them. We got new sway bar end links, the new sway bar right there. And then in this box is front lower control arms with ball joints and new tie rods. And then I got spark plugs too because these are probably fried because I two-stepped the car. Taking the wheels off, and then we're gonna do the front end first because let me show you. On this side, if it'll focus, the sway bar end link is just completely snapped. If you see, the sway bar is just cut there. So what we're gonna have to do essentially, because the sway bar sits on top of the subframe, is we're gonna have to basically unhook everything, which is easy enough because we're gonna replace the lower control arms and the tie rods, but then we have to drop it and it's gonna hang here somehow. I watched a video at one point on how to do this, so we just gotta make it as easy as we can on ourselves. And then the sway bar will come out this way, and then we'll put the new one in, and yeah. Let's get this subframe saggy. Okay, so we ended up taking the entire subframe.
That wasn't the original plan.
No.
But actually it works out really well.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, now I can just clean off the entire subframe and probably lose like 10 pounds of just gunk weight. I'm off this part, but it's just gonna be the shock, which you unbolt here. There's two bolts at the top, and then the spring drops out. Torsion beams are pretty cool, but they're not great for handling, so I mean, win-lose.
Cut it in the middle, that way it independently rotates.
Yeah, I should do that. Cut it right down the center. Dude, this is such a pain. Give me a rubber glove and vice grips. Give me a rubber glove and vice grips. But that's, you can't do it like that. It's gonna ruin it. I don't care.
I don't care. Oops.
I don't care. You know what ruins it? Them making suspension like this. That's what ruins it.
I'm judging you heavily right now.
I don't care. Do it all you want. Did that work? Ha ha! Ha! It's a little dark in here, but the rear suspension is in. That's all buttoned up. All we have to do back there, I'm doing this tie rod right now. New tie rod, and on this side, new ball joints on both sides. I have the subframe sitting outside. I just painted it. So what's next is just to put the subframe back in, and then we'll do the lower control arms. Sorry, we got a little preoccupied in actually doing it. So subframe is, well, the rack's connected to the subframe. Sway bar's in, and now we just need to bolt the subframe back up. Okay, so if you guys just heard that sound, what just happened is there's a welded nut on the inside of the subframe here that holds the bolt for the lower control arm, and it just popped off the welds. So I gotta figure that out now. Uh-oh. What we're gonna end up doing is drilling a hole right where that clean spot is, so we're able to access that welded nut that sits on the inside here. That decided to pop off. The other side did not. So this control arm is in, but we need to go get a step bit and just drill a hole.
It's 607.
Right there. To get welded nut back. What do you mean it's not there? It's not even...
Stick your finger in the hole. Watch out.
Where'd it go?
Bro, what? I think I see it.
No way it shot that far back.
It's right there.
What? How is it in the middle of the subframe? How are we gonna... You have a magnet? Well, I shouldn't have to. There's a hole there now.
That's true.
So if I ever have to do this again, I'll be able to access it.
Do you want to preemptively drill the other side?
So loud. So now we do the actual coilovers because we haven't done that yet.
Yay.
But everything else is good. Aside from the ball joints. Did I tighten them? I did tighten them. Never mind, the ball joints are tight.
So you're gonna order axles now.
I know, I need axles. Don't show the camera, I need axles. I'm joking, I was being serious. Guys, he's outing me. The axles are completely shot on this thing. Like, so bad. I don't even want to.
Oh, not focusing.
I don't even want to talk about it.
Focus.
It's bad. It's real bad.
What do you have to say for yourself?
Nothing actually. Yes, Volkswagen T25 in the stupidest place. Little bracket for the wheel speed sensor.
Yep, please. I mean, yeah, we don't want the axle to fall out.
Oh, so if you could see these bearings on the old ones, it's not even spinning anymore. I don't know if that's in frame. It's just totally cooked. I wish the camera would focus by itself. Focus! This bearing up here is just totally cooked. So Jared's getting the new bearing on the new coilover right now, and then we'll put them back in the car. It's very simple. It's just one nut, which is cool. Wow, that actually worked. Oh, the ball bearing just went. New sway bar, new lower control arms. What else do we do? Painted the subframe because it looks pretty and I don't want it to rust. The sway bar end links, and yeah, all the suspension is done. Ignore the axle boots. I need new axles. Clearly, would have been the perfect time to do it. I didn't spend the money because I kind of forgot about it. But yeah, everything's all good now. Rear suspension's all buttoned up. Wheels just need to go on. We need to do an eye alignment. If anything is off, I try to match up the outer tie rods as best as I could, so we'll see how that does. And then we just got to do the height adjustment because they're currently fully low. Let's find out. What are your guesses? We all said 28, so.
Oh no.
It
is dumped.
26.94.
Let's settle. But yeah.
92. We lost 2 pounds.
That's not bad.
Wow. This thing's pretty light, dude.
Yeah. How's the corners?
Wow.
Wow, the corners are pretty even. Holy shit, they're pretty even. That's pretty good.
Front way too low. We're kind of dumped there. It's got to come up like 2 inches. The rear, on the other hand, is sitting perfect, I think. So it's just barely above the tire. Yeah. All right, we're switched to the small camera, but it's all done. We're gonna take it outside. I'm gonna go for a first initial test drive. We did have to adjust the tie rod in the front here. I need to go get an alignment tomorrow, obviously. But it's a little bit higher than it used to be. The aftermarket sway bar is not hitting and is actually it has a higher arch, so that's probably why it's not hitting. But also the car's lifted higher, so. First initial test drive, let's get her done.
This car makes me giggle.
Okay, it didn't lean there and just drag on the... Oh, dude, it feels like...
It feels way smoother just from the passenger side.
Wow, dude, it feels like a brand new car and my steering wheel's crooked. That's gonna bug the shit out of me.
We'll get it aligned tomorrow.
I know. Did you do something to my shift knob?
No, I did not actually.
Why is it so loose?
I don't know.
There we go. Oh, look how crooked my steering wheel is, man.
Not that bad. Oh, there's houses here. Be nice.
This car's never taken a turn that well.
I know. Well, it's never had a front sway bar.
Oh my god, I think you know what I need though.
Yep. All right, let's go.
No, I thought you were gonna get out.
Oh, you want to just get out and do it?
I mean, we can do both. We can do one down there too. I keep banging second, my shift knob's like pulling off. I need to put glue under it or something.
Have you ever been outside of this thing when somebody does that?
Yeah.
It's nuts. It's wild.
Yeah, you want to do it?
Yeah.
Is it stupid of me to allow Jared to do this? I think so. Oh, the little flame. It was so cute. I kind of forgot to tell him it has flat foot shifting, so he didn't do any of that.
I forgot to ask, does this have flat foot shift?
Yeah, I literally put that on video. So this video didn't turn out how I wanted it to at all, and that's my own wrongdoing because I did a very poor job of documenting the whole process of us doing all the suspension, the lower control arms, blah, blah, blah. I mean, you guys just saw what we did. Jared had things going on at the shop. You know, we were kind of just having a good time while going through this whole process, and I was kind of rushing to get it done. Not for any good reason, but mainly for the fact that I've owned this car for over a year now, and I really haven't taken care of it or done the preventative maintenance or like the maintenance and fixing the things that I've needed to do. So because of that, I was kind of just in my head and doing the work, and I'm sorry it wasn't very educational, but good thing this video is not supposed to be an educational video and teach you how to do all of this. So right now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hop out of the car, I'm gonna go over everything I've already done to it, I'm gonna go over what we just did, and I'm gonna go over what I have planned for the near future. Just to start with simple stuff on the inside of the car, I did all the shifter bushings on the inside of the car. That doesn't correlate to what's actually on the transmission, because if you guys don't know, front wheel drive cars, they have a cable system that goes from the interior to the transmission that's in the front. I did all the shifter bushings here. My center console cracked in half when I did that. So I bought a new one, bought a new shift boot, new shift knob. Very simple on the interior. The rest of it, the back seats are just gone. Hopping out of the car though, I am gonna highlight all the cons first because I just wanna go over what actually needs to be fixed with this car. There is body damage all around it, not from me, it's from previous owners. It's on stock wheels. It's got a ton of peeling paint, which is a super common thing for these Mark IV Volkswagens. I mean, it doesn't matter what Mark IV generation you get, it does have bad paint. I mean, people do not take care of these things. So the hood, the roof, a lot of the top edge of the A-pillars and stuff like that, it's just all peeling. It's all bad. So the car is going to get a full wrap or paint or something like that in the future. If you come back here, you could see the previous owner that was driving with Tesla wheels with those adapter spacers on it totally cooked these rear wheel arches, which that's not a big deal because they're not dented or anything. Yeah, sure, there's a little bit of rust and the paint looks like crap, but that's an easy fix. So I don't have to do too much to fix the rear end here. New fenders are easy because you could just buy those. But now to start on what's actually done to the car, very obvious thing, clear taillights that are actually pretty yellow, which I'm pretty bummed about. And I've actually heard the yellow from the inside and not the outside, so I don't really know what I'm gonna do about that. That'll be a future project, but I like the clears on it. I understand they're a little bit yellow, but you know, that's okay. All LED bulbs in those. I took off the rear wiper here because it's ugly, but I need to get an actual delete plug. And I mean, that's really all I've done cosmetic wise. There's nothing else that's not just bone stock factory on this car. Now moving on to the exhaust, I have a 3-inch catless downpipe with a 3-inch pipe all the way out to the back until it reaches this Valvetronic muffler here. and then it's just a straight tip out the back. Now ignore the back interior of the car right now because I am gonna fully redo the interior. It's just not something I'm focused on right now. I have the rear seats deleted. I have all this going on. The sub's kind of just laying in here. It's real stupid. I do have the Valvetronic solenoid mounted right here on the inside of the spare wheel well. Under the hood here on the GTI, as you can see, the only thing that's different from stock is this CTS turbo intake here. It's like the cheapest intake you can get on the market for these cars, and it's absolutely amazing. It sounds super cool. But other than that, there's no modifications besides I did all aluminum pieces on all the coolant flanges because they come plastic from factory, and after, you know, 20 years of this thing driving on the road, they shatter and get super brittle. Not only that, I replaced all the plastic vacuum hoses because those did the same thing, and the crankcase ventilation hoses and connectors because those all just shatter when this engine goes through a ton of heat cycles, and then in the future just gets super brittle. Now, just to tie together that 3-inch catless downpipe and the CTS intake, I have a tune from my boy out in Arizona, German Elite Tuning. He's like the best Volkswagen tuner I know around because you can actually have a genuine like conversation with him. So if you guys need a tune for your Volkswagen or Audi, go hit him up. But anyways, the car only probably makes about 40 more horsepower than stock, which isn't anything super impressive, but it's got two-step, it's got pops and bangs. Who doesn't love that? And on top of that, I needed the tune just because of the intake and the downpipe, but the car runs phenomenally. The extra power is great, and especially when you guys saw earlier, I think I put it in the video, 2,700 pounds on this thing without the rear seats in it, and I was at about a half tank of gas during that time. So you know, it gets up and moves. It's not the most impressive car by any means, but there's big plans for the future. So what we actually did suspension wise is it's now sitting on brand new Solo Works coilovers. I do want to raise the front a little bit still again, even after it settled, because it has a bit of that rake, which I'm not a huge fan, and I do want bigger tires and wheels to be able to fit on the front, and I'm not super worried about being the lowest guy in town. I also got an H&R front sway bar because the previous owner decided to just chop this one off because he wanted to go low. That's why the frame is notched up front, and that's why the sway bar was cut. He was just too lazy to drop the subframe and remove the sway bar, which I get it, but come on, it makes it more of a pain for the next owner. So a new H&R, I think it's a 28mm front sway bar, which is really similar to stock as far as I know. The rear end has nothing done to it just besides those coilovers. But as you saw, we got the new lower control arms in. The old lower control arm bushings were absolutely cooked. We got new ball joints and new tie rod ends. I went and got it aligned. This thing drives like it just came off the lot. I love it now. But that's not anywhere where it's gonna end. I just did it for a temporary thing because they were cheap coilovers. I needed it to ride good, and I needed it to drive good because I do want to start taking this thing on mountain runs. I have my Miata. It's lovely to drive on the back road, but I've never wanted to drive a Volkswagen so hard. This is my 5th Volkswagen, and I've never actually like committed to making it a good cornering car. So this one is what I'm gonna do with that. That's why I don't care to go that low. I want it to make it really good at handling. And for other future things, it needs a new windshield. It's got a couple rock chips everywhere. When I first bought it, I didn't notice it didn't have windshield wipers on it. It just had the arms. Windshield got scratched. That's quite the bummer. But other than that, you know, it's a great little car. And there's gonna be a ton coming soon on it. I hope you guys stick around. I just need to get up on my A game about filming the whole process because I kind of slacked on this video. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Get ready, because the GTI is about to be a very fun build. It's gonna take a lot of work, but it's gonna be a lot of footage and a lot of fun stuff. So see you guys in the next one.